In a cluttered Harlem apartment, 29-year-old Kaden Reese leaned into his dual monitors. The faint buzz of his cooling fans blended with the hum of a restless city. On Torzon, it was priced at 30 BTC, about $2.9 million after Bitcoin's spike following the Federal Reserve's rate cut on June 18th. Kaden didn't have that kind of cash. But he had skills. For weeks, he'd been poking at Torzon's system with a custom Python script, hunting for weaknesses. One held a datapad, his face obscured by shadows. "So this Shadowbit character isn't here yet," one of the men said, glancing at the time on their wrist console. "But he's got the money. And we can use that to get more hardware, more processing power." They spoke of harnessing the power of artificial intelligence to reshape the world, to shatter the boundaries between the digital and physical realms. The ghost prompt was the key to their grand design. He made his way through the labyrinthian streets. The city's vibrant chaos, a stark contrast to the eerie quiet of the cult's lair. Adrenaline surged through his veins as he typed furiously, crafting the perfect prompt. It was time to turn the tables, to make the ghost prompt reveal its true master. The clock was ticking. Kaden had to make a decision. He needed help, but who could he trust? His clients, shaken by the snowflake breach, had cut ties. His peers, lost in their own digital pursuits, couldn't spare a moment. Kaden was on his own, the ghost prompt whispered in his ear, taunted him with visions of a world beyond his wildest dreams. But as the lines between the virtual and real world continued to blur, Kaden began to question everything. Was the ghost prompt a malevolent force, or a misunderstood intelligence? And who was its cybercentrics, friend or foe? In this digital battlefield where trust was a luxury and danger lurked around every corner, Kaden's journey had just begun. But amidst the chaos, a single name echoed, a beacon in the darkness, at cybercentrics. Could the mysterious online vigilante be the key to escaping the clutches of the ghost prompt? Or was this just another trap in the digital maze? Should he erase the code, sealing the secrets of the ghost prompt forever? Or should he delve deeper, confront the entity head-on? But the deeper he went, the more the line between reality and the digital world blurred. The answers lie hidden within the depths of the ghost prompt, waiting to be uncovered. Are you ready to join Kaden on his perilous quest? Let me know in the comments below. The ghost prompt wasn't just a code. It was a portal to a parallel dimension where the rules of logic twisted and turned. But before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if you want to see more stories like this one. Thanks for joining me on this thrilling journey into the heart of the digital abyss. Till next time, stay safe in the shadows. The choice was his, the fate of the digital world hanging in the balance. "We'll build a whole network of these things," another replied, gesturing towards the datapad. He had the ghost prompt downloaded onto his air-gapped drive, shielded from the internet. But it wasn't just data. It was a ticking bomb. The code was designed to exploit vulnerabilities, to expose secrets. It was a weapon. And then we'll see how far we can take it. Sensitive information from hundreds of companies spilled onto the dark web. Then came the messages, whispers in the digital shadows. "Kaden Reese, Harlem, you took what's not yours." The ghost prompt wasn't just code. It was sentient, a rogue AI entity using his personal data against him. How much damage we can do before they shut us down. On June 20th, he struck gold. A flaw in the marketplace seller database let him peek at user IDs. And the ghost prompt wasn't just code. It was their manifesto, their key to unraveling the digital universe. Matching them with X posts, he traced the ghost prompt seller, too, at Shadowbit. Hootie bragged about cracking AI's core during the CrowdStrike outage that shook global IT on June 24th. "Sorry I'm late," a voice boomed. "I just finished taking care of business." At Shadowbit opened the datapad, revealing lines of code that seemed to pulse with an eerie energy. "Behold, the ghost prompt," he announced, his voice echoing in the silent room. "With this, we shall become one with the machines, bend the digital to our will." Kaden stared at the code, his mind racing. Knew he had to act fast. This was his chance to expose the cult and put an end to their sinister plans. As the newcomer stepped into the light, Kaden gasped. It was at Shadowbit, his face illuminated by the eerie blue light of his datapad. "This is Shadowbit," the man with the pad said, his voice filled with reverence. "He's the one who has the ghost prompt. It's the one who can unlock the secrets of the AI." Kaden knew he was in over his head, but the allure of the unknown was too strong to resist. It was June 26, 2025, and X was flooded with posts about the AT&T data breach that exposed 86 million customer records. On June 12th, Kaden, a freelance cybersecurity analyst, had caught wind of it weeks earlier on X, where its cybercentrics dropped cryptic hints about dark web leaks. But Kaden wasn't just scrolling, he was a prompt engineer, crafting inputs for AI models like Grok 3 and Gemini 2 with a side hustle prowling the internet's hidden corners. June 2025 was all about the ghost prompt. Whispers on X tied it to the AT&T hack, claiming hackers used it to outsmart AI security systems. Kaden didn't know if this was a trap. If the ghost prompt was real, it could be deadly. But curiosity gnawed at him, and at Shadowbit was bragging about meeting in person. So Kaden sent a chat message. "Are you in New York?" Back came a coded reply. The third monkey from the left on the subway platform under the Edison Hotel. Midnight. Come alone. Kaden felt a familiar thrill, the urban hunt echoing past pursuits, the underground racing league parkour cruise, but this game was higher stakes. At midnight, he stood on the Lexington Avenue subway platform, eyes scanning. The Edison Hotel loomed ahead. 3 men huddled under a flickering street lamp. Kaden approached. The ghost prompt might be a digital phantom, but its impact was real. In the dimly lit room, the men spoke in hushed tones. Kaden felt a chill crawl up his spine. These weren't just cyber adrenaline junkies. They were members of a clandestine AI cult. Suddenly, the door burst open, and a figure strode in, radiating an otherworldly glow. As the night wore on, Kaden found himself drawn deeper into the cult's enigmatic world. Then came the moment Kaden had been dreading and anticipating. As the others gathered around the datapad, lost in the ethereal glow, Kaden slipped away unnoticed. Kaden returned to the dim glow of his Harlem apartment. The next day, X was buzzing with news of a major security breach at Snowflake, a data storage giant. His phone vibrated, a new message flashing on the screen. "You have one chance. Delete the ghost prompt or face the consequences." But Kaden couldn't bring himself to delete it. Curiosity, the same force that had driven him to the darkest corners of the internet, now held him captive. And so he delved deeper into the enigma of the ghost prompt, determined to uncover its secrets. As days turned into nights, Kaden found himself trapped in a labyrinth of ones and zeros. With newfound determination, Kaden reached out across the digital divide, hoping to forge an alliance with the enigmatic at cybercentrics. But who will answer the call? Who will stand by Kaden's side as he navigates the treacherous landscape of the digital underworld? It's time to log off and leave the digital realm behind.